Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to The Pianist. So I've been doing some more historical dramas centered around World War II, in particular some of the horrors of the Holocaust. So obviously some more serious type movies. I did Schindler's List, Jojo Rabbit, if you haven't seen those reactions. And I'm not sure exactly the rest of the movies that I'm going to be doing or what release schedule, but for sure I will be doing Life is Beautiful, or La Vita Bella, I believe, in the original title. Yeah, I try to do about one older classic type of movie that I haven't seen per week if this is the first video you're coming across on my channel and you would care to subscribe. And as always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction to this movie, it's on Patreon, as well as early access for next week's classic historical drama. But for this one, I don't know much. I believe that it's about a Jewish piano player based off the title, and I know, it's like I said, I'm almost certain that it's revolving around a concentration camp or just the Holocaust in general. So I believe it's about a Jewish piano player, and I'm going to assume that he plays I actually don't know if that's like his original profession or if he learns the piano later, perhaps in a concentration camp to entertain for the Nazis, similar to how they forced, women to sleep with them, as that was one of the duties. But I could be totally off, and I also don't know if this is based off true events. A funny thing, I watched La Vita Bella, and I had no idea that was even inspired by true events, and that was kind of fantastical and wonderful. I mean, I love that movie. I really, really loved that movie. Once again, with this, I don't like to look up anything because I don't want to learn or get anything spoiled for the first reaction, but I would love for people to, educate me about some of the historical context going on around this time period, just so there are things that I can learn that I'm interested in. And I also realize that I am sure anyone who is more familiar with history, can spot, the gigantic gaps in my education here. So I would just love for someone to, help educate me if this is inspired by a true story, obviously taking place during real historical events. But thank you to everyone for watching. Let's just get into the reaction. The Pianist. Alright, starting off with some real footage here. I mean, how appropriate piano music in a movie titled The Pianist for the opening. Oh, I know that Adrien Brody plays the lead, and I think he got nominated for an Oscar as well. I know him from, I think he's the lead in King Kong, the Peter Jackson version. I think that's the same guy. Dude, you might need to take cover soon. Yeah, get down, get down. This reminded me of like the players in the Titanic, who kept playing to keep everybody calm. Except in this case, who are you keeping calm? Whoa.
Come on, the rotor, you can write in the fun later. This isn't the best.
Yeah, not the best time. Like, let's try to be safe, everybody.
Take what you like.
Just move quickly so you guys can evacuate. Oh, I know this actor too. I think.
God, what?
I'm gonna have difficulty pronouncing that correctly. Waldek?
If you've been hit by a bomb, they don't know where to take you.
Henrik, don't say things at night. Don't say things like...
I mean, some people cope with dark humor, myself included, so...
Out of Warsaw.
Out of Warsaw, where?
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
Haven't you seen the paper?
No,
He's like, I've been busy playing.
I'm not going anywhere.
Good. I'm not going anywhere either.
I don't think this is smart.
Wonderful.
That's interesting. They're so happy. I mean, it makes sense they want people to declare war against Germany, but are they not more concerned about the personal consequences of what's happening?
Great Britain and France.
They seem very hopeful, you know what I mean?
All will be well.
I don't think so at all. I feel like this is going to be a tragically depressing movie.
5,003 zlotys. All we got.
I am not familiar with that currency at all. How much is that in dollars?
Deposited in a bank. A blocked account.
Thanks. It would be stupid.
Yeah, don't do that. I agree. Don't
We
do
could
that.
hide the
Can you
money.
hide it? Where can you hide it, though?
They made a hole in the table leg and hid the money.
No, don't do this. They're going to find it.
You know what we do? We use psychology.
We use what?
I hope this is a good plan.
And we cover it like this, in full view.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you stupid?
The Germans will search high and low. I promise you, they'll never know.
Yes, they will. They'll knock your table over.
So, look. Look here. Idiot.
And you call me stupid.
I think it's smart, actually.
To me.
Quiet, quiet.
Yeah, let's not fight. Come on.
Lawyer, she likes order.
Listen, just listen. Look.
I'm not a lawyer. I like order.
I nagged Yorak for weeks and weeks, and at last he gave in and said, all right, come with me. So I came and they bombed the station.
Not exactly the ideal mute cute, but it seems like they're making do. They're not letting that, negatively impact their attraction for each other.
Of course, I mean it.
No, I was trying to be funny.
Me all the time during reactions making comments, trying to be funny.
You know what people are like. They want to be better Nazis than Hitler.
Oh, I'm going in there to complain.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
To walk in the park.
No, we can't. It's an official decree.
Seriously?
No Jews allowed in the park.
Not even in parks?
It's another official decree. No Jews allowed on public benches.
This is absurd.
Is that also serious?
We can do. We can just stand here and talk.
I mean, once those laws start getting passed, like I say, you need to find a way out because they're going to start killing you.
Perhaps I could accompany you. Me on the piano, you on the cello.
Okay, now you're doing both sides of the conversation. I like that we have a wider shot here as we get to see the whole family take in, this level of injustice and segregation, But you can read everyone's body language as they're hearing this.
We're not going to wear them.
And of course they do,
Sie!
What? What now? What now?
Warum haben Sie sich nicht verbeugt?
Entschuldigen Sie.
That is unbelievable.
Euch ist der Gehweg verboten. In die Gosse mit dir!
Now, can you imagine that happening to you? Like, how humiliating, what that actually feels like to have someone do that to you.
Concerning the establishment of the Jewish district in Warsaw.
Oh, she has tears in her eyes reading this.
20 zlotys. That's all we have left.
That's it? Is he selling his piano?
2,000. And my advice is to take it.
Come on, you're not even paying a fair price. You're taking advantage of them when they're in such need.
What you suffering from? You people are crazy.
No, you're crazy.
I'm doing you a favor. 2,000 and I'm paying for the removal. I'm not even charging for the removal.
Pay a fair price. I don't know how much that's worth, but whatever it's worth, at least pay a fair price, man.
Yorak says they'll let him out.
I wouldn't be hopeful. I mean, honestly, because we know, what happened in history, it's, of course, we know how terrible it's going to get and what is going to happen. But I can see how living through it, it's so extreme, the mindset of thinking, this can't be real, this can't last too long. You'd still be processing it. I'm sure that was the mindset of a lot of people at the time. Is that a wall to keep them all in? Yeah, I bet Reese... Oh, man, he looks horrible. Is he even alive still? But resources must be so scarce.
But if you see him, write to me, yes?
Oh, she so needs help.
I have a son to feed. I spend half my time for them to let us through.
Yeah, that does seem like a very inefficient setup. How could you be this, much of a bully to someone that old and helpless? The guy literally has a crutch.
I'll start lunch when the girls get here.
Who is this?
You mean you want me to beat up Jews in my truncheon and catch a Gestapo spirit?
But maybe if you take up that job, you can go lenient on the people, maybe?
But you one who recruited boys with rich fathers.
I don't know exactly.
You've got no work.
Thank you, I've got work.
I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to do that, how that feels like a betrayal. But I don't know if there's a way you can do it where you can end up helping other people. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like he did end up doing it, right? What? Why does he have to stop? I don't get it. Okay, she's clearly a fan. Were they trying to tell if it's real? How Braveheart of him.
You musicians don't make good conspirators. You're too musical.
Really? Come on, come on. I bet he could help out.
You know, they know this is going up. Cities to be cleansed of undesirables.
Terms like undesirables are terrifying. Like, you know, society is in a terrible place if people start throwing around those terms.
Majorek, this is the greatest.
How is he all dressed so nice?
It's nearly curfew.
What are the kids doing in the background there?
Majorek hides them in his underpants and leaves them in toilets.
As many toilets as I can find.
Good, good.
Jewish toilets.
I mean, I think it's smart to, like, use that to get the word out. It is sad seeing so many people in desperate need, but of course he himself, you know, he's in need himself. His family is in need. He doesn't have extra to spare. Are those people who made deals with people on the outside, essentially? Oh, wow. We got a secret doorway in. And that little kid, it's got to be so risky. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Is he dead? Oh, come on.
He's just made the first incision when the SS burst in. The patient lying on the table, then shoot Dr. Rochea and everybody else who was there.
Well, that's not funny at all.
You're funny with that ridiculous tie.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with his tie?
What does my tie have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Playing the piano for the parasites in the ghetto.
Parasite.
Yeah, he does what he has to do to make a living to help you guys.
I blame the Americans.
For what? For my tie?
American Jews, and there are lots of them.
Why? What's wrong with the American Jews? I don't get it.
Jewish bankers over there should be persuading America to declare war on Germany.
Do they have that much influence, you know? Oh, what is this? More bad stuff is about to happen. Yeah, that is... I would do the same thing. You do not want to draw any attention from the Nazi soldiers. I don't want to see this. Are you kidding me? No, no, you can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's not gonna make it. Oh my gosh. I mean, that can't have been orders they were given, just to, like, go in and just murder a family. Like, I don't think that could even be chalked up to, like, Nazis following orders. That has to be just people going out on their own to murder other people. He's like, I'm in the middle of playing, how is he supposed to stop? He just rushes to finish the song. It's pretty good. What, it's gonna be bad news if she's interrupting him at work.
They've taken Henrik.
Go on, I'll take care of it.
Be careful going home. Oh, jeez.
Have you seen my husband? He's a
Oh, this same poor woman. Dude, be careful.
Believe me, they picked him up.
Tough luck.
Oh, come on.
Yes, now you need me. Can you help us?
Come on, dude.
And there's nothing I could do? You should have joined us when you had the chance.
You know, don't even give me that. I actually think this guy is really smart, right? He kind of is acting playful and things like that. I'm sure that helps keep him and those kids safe. What are you doing? Someone help her! Well done, well done. I mean, I know he's starving, but she's just as hungry as you. She's just as desperate. It's sad seeing people turn against each other like this. That's him? Okay, good. Dude, he's more hot-headed. He needs to keep a low profile or he's gonna get killed right away.
Every zloty I earn we spend on food.
I can look after myself.
Come on, he's helping you, okay? I get why he's upset, but he's helping you. He's doing what he needed to save you.
What's the matter? You sick?
What do they do to him?
I thought you'd be off on tour, playing London, Paris, New York.
I mean, he should be if it weren't for everything going on.
I've been trying to get the certificate of employment for my father.
Tell me they can help him out, please.
Why didn't you come to me?
I didn't know you were in the certificate business.
No, but Majorek is.
These are good friends and connections to have.
No money.
Please, don't insult us.
Oh, look at this. They don't even ask for money. I like these two so much.
That's why I always say, look on the
bright side. Yes, I know.
They're just awesome. Like, you need those types of people in these desperate times. Like, the difference they can make in your family's lives and survival is, you can't be overstated.
How's your back?
Better.
Better?
Better no asking.
Why do they have those 4 lenses, it looks like, on those old-fashioned cameras?
Well, at least we got
Just
both
when
of
you
the
think they
ghetto.
took everything from you, they just keep taking more and more. Oh no. Oh shoot. What? Don't tell me they're just gonna shoot then. They better not.
Wohin bringen Sie uns?
Careful asking questions. Careful. No, no, no!
Why did they do it?
Do what? What is she upset about? Oh, what's wrong with her kid?
He's dying. My child's dying of thirst. I beg you.
Oh my God.
I beg you.
We're letting them take us to our death like sheep to the slaughter. Eric, not so loud. Why did we attack?
Yeah, careful, careful.
There's 500,000 of us here. We could break out of the ghetto.
You need weapons to attack them, though.
You're so sure they're sending us to our death.
I'm not sure. You know why I'm not sure? Because they didn't tell me.
But he is right. They're not going to tell you, you know, right before they kill you.
Look at that cripple there. Look at the old people, the children. They're going to work. Look at you. Well, you're going to carry on girders on your back.
Exactly. I think what he's saying makes a lot of sense. And, you know, given what actually happened. But how could you fight back without weapons? How can, you know, what can you do? I mean, this film has so many, like, extras and people in these massive set pieces. You know, that's a lot of extra work, but I appreciate it to really, you know, demonstrate, you know, convey what it was like when this was going on, with so many people crammed together. Oh, thank goodness. I thought they were goners for sure. Why did they separate them? Yeah, those are the hugs you give to your family when you weren't certain you were ever going to see them again.
What did she do, for God's sake?
She smothered her baby.
What?
They prepared a hiding place, so of course they went there. Just as the police came.
Oh my
She
gosh.
smothered the cries with her hands. The baby died.
Isn't there another movie where
Policeman
someone
had
does
the death
that?
rattle.
I feel like I've seen it where they think it's a chicken or something. That's so sad, though. And I don't even know if she meant for that to happen. She's probably just so scared and desperate trying to, you know, cover her baby's mouth or something.
How much for a caramel?
20 zloty.
20? Talk about a reminder to be grateful about, you know, the things we have in our lives. This reminds me, I read a book a long time ago about a bunch of survivors who, you know, crashed in an airplane and had to live. And one guy describes, like, eating one last peanut that they got from the flight, knowing that was going to be the last thing he ate, and, like, taking his time and savoring the taste. And that moment reminds me of that.
I wish I knew you better.
Thank you.
That is a sweet thing to say. What? What is he doing? Why is he separating him? I don't get it.
What do you think you're doing, Spearman? I've saved your life. Now get out. Just go. Go.
Oh gosh. Oh. It's too bad he couldn't grab the whole family. But what does he do now? Oh. I mean, look at that. Just look at this sight of... Oh, I don't even want to look. What makes everything so much worse is the absolute, like, pointlessness of this type of destruction. I mean, what is he going to be able to do with it so he blends in and doesn't get killed the first time a Nazi sees him? Is there a hiding place in here? Dang, that is generous of the guy to share his hiding spot.
I've bribed the policeman. He'll come when it's over.
Oh, good. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't turn you in. I mean, get some of that food, please, somehow. But be careful, be careful. Don't stop working for too long and get it, you know, shot. Careful, dude. You never want to get singled out. They're all dead. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I mean, is there... I don't even know why those people were singled out. It seems like it was just completely random. I mean, everyone is just living in a... Beyond the conditions and the hunger and the work, there's just a perpetual fear of death constantly. Oh, that guy, good.
I was pleased to see you.
I'm happy to see him too. He's a good friend.
We're prepared.
What about weapons? You guys need to get your some ammunition. Careful! Look out below!
Come here.
Oh. Great. I mean, thank goodness he didn't end that by shooting him in the head. Okay, good. I mean, at least this seems less labor-intensive, you know.
Trouble.
What now? What now?
I have good news for you.
I doubt it's anything good.
And one loaf of bread.
I don't
each of
believe
your
it. Don't
workers.
buy a single word that he's saying.
Why should we do something else like this if we would resettle you?
Why would they have any reason to trust you whatsoever?
Isn't that something where your Jews are good in?
Oh, wow.
Make money?
Wow. Careful. Someone distract that guy. Is it a pistol? Okay, good, good, good. Don't let that like fall out when you're working, you know. And I hope the safety is on. It doesn't misfire or something. I mean, it is good they're getting some food, but I don't trust it. Come on. Oh, it's like those packages we saw earlier, right? Throwing them over the wall.
I want to get out of here.
I mean, everyone does. Is it possible, though?
It's easy to get out.
Oh.
It's how you survive on the other side that's hard.
Okay.
Nur Kartoffeln und Brot.
Du lügst doch. Das möchte ich doch bis hier.
Shoot. They're gonna kill him.
Höchstpersönlich.
I'm glad that's all that happened that time. Oh, that could have been so much worse. Oh, does he have the weapons on him? I am curious about the psychology of how, you know, human beings with this level of cruelty, like, tell themselves they're doing the right thing. I like that guy so much. Is that her? There better be no one else around. Look behind you. Okay, good. It looks clear. I mean, she has to be careful herself, obviously, like not getting caught helping him. Can you imagine what that's like after how long he must be living in these horrible conditions? Finally, like, being able to clean himself, take a bath. And how cool of it is of this guy to, like, be helping, you know, risking his own life. And he's not even, you know, directly friends with him. It's her.
All right, let's go.
Don't get caught, you guys. I don't want any of these people to get caught. Oh, good. There's some weapons.
You have to stay here until tomorrow afternoon. We have a flat.
He's gonna have to sleep next to the grenades and explosives? Can't they move? I mean, they have to keep that hidden too, so I guess they have no choice. That is such a small space. Just keep a low profile. I mean, try not to get noticed. There must be like an art form of like behaving in a way where like you don't draw attention to yourself. His fingers moving almost like the piano, right?
But you leave them open during the daytime. Don't forget.
Why? So it doesn't look suspicious? I mean, you're still in extreme danger no matter which side you're on.
We'll visit twice a week, bring more food, see how you are.
It is encouraging, as depressing as it is seeing, you know, human beings like the Nazis treating others so horribly. It is also encouraging seeing people like this man and other people risking their own lives, helping, you know, people in need. I feel like it draws out the best and the worst of humanity during these times. I mean, this must be like the relief of laying down after a hard day's work times a million. Oh no, what now? Oh. That's someone, you know, someone in a resistance, right? Oh, almost got him. Great, so they're just gonna kill everyone in that whole area. I mean, as brave people are fighting back, but that you just don't really stand a chance.
I never should have come out. I should have stayed there and fought with them.
Vorek, stop that.
Yeah, don't feel guilty. Don't.
Jews fighting back.
I mean, look, I personally think I'd rather go down fighting for sure than just be slaughtered.
Now the poles will rise.
Exactly. Like, if enough people start fighting back, it inspires, like it spreads out to other people. People who are too afraid to do it or think that it's impossible.
Get your things together. You have to leave.
What?
Oh no.
What's happened?
He looks nervous. This is not good.
Gestapo found our weapons.
Okay, you need to move. You need to move quickly.
You must get away at once.
I don't know where he can go. Exactly. Where do you go? I think he has to leave. I think if this guy is advising him, he should find someplace else. Although where? I don't blame you for smoking under the circumstances. Is that the first cigarette he's ever smoked? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I knew he was short on time, but this is so short. Is there a place he can hide? Can he survive that jump? They're so close. They're so close, man. Okay, good. I was going to say, like, how is he even getting food this whole time? I'm sure initially they were, like, leaving him supplies, but now that guy can't help out, what is he doing? Careful, careful! Oh, no. Oh, no. What do you do? What do you do?
I want to see your identity card.
Shut up, lady. Shut up. Hurry, get out of there. I can't... she's not even like a Nazi soldier. Like, does she really need to do that? And in this weather, you're not going to last long outside. You need to find shelter.
This is not a good time to have children.
No, it's not. It really isn't. How is he going to react? Can they get him some food? Yeah, come on, come on. He looks so weak. Yeah, sit down, sit down.
You're in a very German area.
Oh, great. Super high risk.
And next door is the Schutzpolizei.
I'm guessing that's not good. Oh, it is.
No one knows you're here, so...
Yeah, please, please be quiet. Don't break any dishes. Yeah, that's smart. Take every precaution you can. How long has it been? How long has it been since he's been able to play? And if you're a musician, that's your heart and soul. But I am a little bit worried that it's risky too. Is he actually playing, or maybe is he not? Okay, good. I'm glad you're not making any noise. It's gotta be so tempting to want to play, though. I love how quiet they're being, like even shutting the door.
He will be looking after you.
He seems really excited to meet him. Nice.
Also radio. I was a technician. I saw you.
Oh, okay. That's why he's so excited. Okay, that makes sense. Has he been visiting often like he promised?
Still alive then?
He's like, no thanks to you. I mean, well, some thanks to you, what am I saying? But barely.
I need things to sell. It's not easy.
Yeah, I do think this guy was trying his best,
They'll beat the shit out of the Germans.
It is good, like, hearing updates on the war, so at least there's some type of hope. Because I think that's also important, because psychologically, I can't even imagine how much pressure and anxiety you're dealing with day after day. So you want to keep that hope alive. I feel like he's not going to come back for a long time, though. Ration that food.
Doctor.
You can't, it's too dangerous.
Get Dr. Wuja.
He needs some type of help.
Going to stay with my mother in Otvodsk.
But who's going to help him? Who's going to help him if they're gone?
Apparently people gave generously. So he collected a tidy sum.
And what, he wasn't giving him the supplies?
Liver the size of a football, acute inflammation of the gallbladder. But he'll live.
Okay, that's at least something.
Thank you.
Don't speak. Rest.
The doctor looks kind of like Steven Spielberg.
Prepare something now for you. Then we must go.
Ration that food, because who knows when you're going to get another, resupply. Holy. I mean, well done. Oh. remember what happened last time, though. They better not blow up the whole building. Oh, the poor nurse got killed, too. Zigzag, zigzag. Oh, no. And what do you do here? Oh, shit, he's locked in. Yeah, they're gonna just blast the whole thing. In retaliation. Can he break it? What does he have in the room? Maybe go through there and go through the door. I know it's risky, but it might be your only way out. Don't make noise. Oh shoot, you can see his fingers holding on right there. Oh. Get back in. Oh no. Get back in. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I mean, these brave resistance people. I mean, now what is he gonna do? Where can he even go? There's no one left to help him, is there? If you're spotted, they're gonna shoot you on sight. Careful, careful. Dude, hide. Yes, okay. They might shoot the bodies, though. Don't move. Can he hide out here in the hospital? That looks so disgusting, but obviously he's so thirsty. Oh, good. Careful, don't spend too long close to the window. Oh no, they're coming in here? Oh, okay. I mean, that actually might be a smart way. Not only to give yourself maybe some relief, hopefully, but also maybe to keep your sanity. Now, why are they burning down the buildings? Is it just to be destructive, or just in case anyone's living there and they want them to die as well? Great, just gotta find somewhere else. There's literally no hiding spot that lasts in more than, what, a couple weeks max? And trying to run when you're that tired and malnourished. Did he twist his ankle? I mean, what a sight. What a sight of devastating destruction. I mean, a shot like this, it hammers home the scope and the amount of people, you know, killed. Tell me something has food. Shh, quiet, quiet. Careful, careful. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Can he kill him? Can he kill him before he makes any noise? There's no way this guy's just going to spare him. I mean, from his appearance, I think it's pretty obvious, you know, that he's hiding.
Pianist.
Oh, is he going to have a use for him because he can play? Possibly. Yeah, he might be acting calm, but he could shoot you any second. But he's probably too weak to even attempt to overpower him, you know, so this is probably a test to see how talented he is, to see whether or not he can use him somewhere where they need a pianist. I mean, this is literally playing to save your life. I feel like that's really Adrien Brody playing. I mean, it definitely looks like him. I'd be very surprised if they, like, swamp someone out there. Never since Whiplash have I felt this much tension when someone is, like, playing an instrument. I mean, he can clearly play, so if the guy does have a need, like, a job to be done, I mean, that's incredible playing. And if that is, the close-up on the hands, they might have brought in a professional player for these advanced parts, but maybe not. It's so emotional the way he's playing as well. It's almost like all the built-up feelings he's had and the suffering is being expressed through this piece.
Sie halten sich hier versteckt.
Well, obviously, he is. Tell me he's going to spare him. Tell me that this German is like a fan of piano music, and because of that and how incredible he can play, like, that might be the reason why he just moves on. I mean, his talent literally saved his life. Dang, he's high up, too. That's interesting. We're focusing on the picture of his family. Did he bring him some food? Please tell me that's what he's doing.
Ein paar Wochen werden Sie wohl noch aushalten müssen. Mehr nicht.
I mean, thank goodness at least one of them, you know. Come on, dude. You've made it through so much. You can make it through a few more weeks. I feel like this has to be based off a true story. I really do. Like, seeing how the events have been portrayed in the movie. Oh my gosh. How long has it been since he's had anything sweet like that?
Geht's ihn ab.
Look, he brought him a bunch of supplies.
Danken Sie Gott nicht mehr. Es ist sein Wille, dass wir überleben. Naja. Zumindest sollten wir daran glauben.
That's so interesting.
Was werden Sie eigentlich tun, wenn das hier alles vorbei ist?
I don't know if he's even thought that far ahead. Oh, okay, I mean, that makes sense. Wait, what are you talking about? He is not! What are you guys doing? Why do you think he's German? Oh my gosh, are you serious, you guys? You just assume? Oh wow, as if he hasn't been through enough.
I'm Polish.
Listen to him.
Don't you, I beg you.
I swear, if he ends up getting shot by the Russians...
Polish.
Why the fucking coat?
Oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Another close call, man.
Ich habe meinem Spielmann geholfen, während sich versteckt hält.
Oh, is he gonna save him now? I hope he tells him. I hope they spare that guy. Well, he's looking so much better. Is he gonna tell him?
It's not here now.
Is it too late?
I'm not proud of it, but that's what I did.
I mean, in the moment, I don't blame you considering what you guys all went through. I hope that he's able to save that guy. Oh dang! Okay, so this is all based on a real story, which is incredible. What an incredible will to survive. Dang, that's too bad. That's too bad. All right, so that is The Pianist. I mean, a truly powerful, powerful film. And like I said, I was the more that I watched it, the more before even it cut to the credits, the more I was convinced this is based off a true story because, you know, there was no cinematic convenience or melodrama. You know, like the story felt so raw in its tragedy and grounded, and things were messy, so that just made me think like this has to be a true survival story. And I mean, obviously, you know, I don't know, just seeing films like this and seeing the horrors that the Jewish people had to endure and the cruelty that, you know, the Nazis are capable of. I mean, no surprises. I mean, I am aware of, you know, things that happened, but still, like, seeing it on screen, you know, witnessing just the casual slaughter, and on top of it, like, the sadistic pleasure that was taken from, you know, pushing people down and killing them and bullying them and just thriving over the control that they had and like relishing the fear. I don't know, like the way that I take it, you know, it's uncomfortable to watch, it's unpleasant to watch. Obviously not, you know, a movie, you know, you go to enjoy, but I think, I don't know, in a way I almost take it as like a warning, because I think all of us are capable of some pretty terrible things. And, you know, we would all hope we would be the officer who spared him and who gave him food and took care of him. And it is encouraging that someone, despite all the evil going around, was able to have that mercy in that moment. But I don't know, it's hard to say. It's really hard to put yourself in the shoes in those circumstances. And like I said, I think that it does show that, you know, first of all, it's a reminder to me just to be grateful for everything I have. You know, when you see someone struggling and just barely trying to feed themselves, where the slightest sound, you know, knocking over some dishes can literally cause him to run for his life. And everything is so desperate and life is so fragile That is just a reminder, that the things I'm struggling with, trying to pay bills, trying to do this, trying to reach goals, any of those types of things, like I don't have to scrounge for that last drop of water or the last bite of food. And, kind of like I kind of mentioned in the reaction too, it's both depressing seeing the what human beings are capable of doing to each other, but then there is that flip side. There is that hope, that encouragement of seeing how in the most difficult of times, the most horrible of times, there are heroic people who risk their own lives to help and assist others. And also kind of a reminder of the resilience that of humanity, that you are able to endure a lot of suffering as long as you're able to hold on to some type of hope. And something that I thought one of the most powerful scenes to me was the whole interaction with him and the German, who spared him. And I mean that the build up and directing to that scene, like the dead silence when you see that he's standing there, and then the tension and the emotion of him playing the piano in that moment was incredible, like very powerful. Um, but it was so interesting, like it's it's like that connection to the music was bigger than like which side they were on. Like it overshadowed everything. And I really believe this. I think that, you know, the shared emotion that we as humans, despite what you look like or what side of a battle you're on, I don't know, it reminds me of like Civil War stories where you hear, brothers on each side, the North and South, the night before the battle, like hanging out together. But I think like a mutual appreciation of something artistic like music, and it doesn't even have to be music as it was in this particular film, but I just think in general, like a shared admiration for any type of art form, a movie, a book, something, it kind of is more important than the things like what country you're from, what side you're on in a war. And it's easy to see someone else as another version of you, as just another human being going throughout life. Um, when you're able to understand and appreciate the same artistic form. I feel like I'm not expressing myself very well. Uh, so anyone who would love to help me out, articulate this better. But it was just a very powerful thing, and I think it's a reminder. Like I don't think that the music, like a shared appreciation of the piano, for example, is what really ties you together as like fellow human beings. But I think it just makes that more clear. Like I think that's always present, but when you're in a system where it seems like it's us versus them, it's very very dangerously easy to lose sight of that and to make it all, and once you lose sight of that, like once you detach and it's me on my side and you as the other, I think that's when it becomes much easier to slip into just the worst crimes against humanity and do unbelievably cruel things because there's that separation. And I just think it's very cool how this movie demonstrated, I mean, the true story, so obviously, but it showed, how you could bridge that gap and just shows how silly that is through something artistic. But yeah, I mean, a depressing film, a tragic film, an incredible true story. I mean, an incredible true story of survival. And I like as well, I think Adrien Brody, I hope, I'm 99% positive that's the actor here, but he really did a great job. And I like how many scenes were just of him trying to survive, where he didn't need dialogue, he didn't need music. You just saw the desperation in the most mundane things, everyday things were difficult and a struggle. And I think that kind of filmmaking was very appropriate for this type of story. But I highly recommend this film. I'm very glad that I saw it. Like I mentioned at the beginning, if anyone would love to fill me in on some of my gaps in historical knowledge, I would appreciate that in the comments down below. But thank you to everyone for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.